Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Serious Strategy Gamer, and we are playing Hearts of Iron 4, playing as the Empire of Japan. So let's pick up where we left last time in our attack on Pearl Harbor. I do want to alert you, on the other hand, that we have met some opposition over here on Attu Island, where we're also trying to take down the American forces over there, and over here down in South Africa we're preparing for an invasion, so that should be alright. But let's focus on Honolulu first. Safe. We should happen fairly quickly, and there we go. Actually, all of our naval forces have finished their mission over here quite successfully, and I do think very soon we will now have Hawaii in our hands. There we go. Lovely to see. All of our forces are there, and that's great. That does also mean that I should potentially send you guys down here to guard the Hawaiian Islands and actually be part of this garrison group. And I'm just going to do this on screen very quickly, so that's fine. Okay, you guys all going to get over here and guard it. Lovely, so that does mean we now have most of the Pacific under our control, and it only remains to be seen what we can do about the United States itself. So, let's have a look at it over here. So, I think one of the most important things will be to capture the Panama region and potentially the Falkland region, so that the Americans can't reinforce their west coast should we strike on that. And the only real attack pattern over here, I think, or the best attack pattern, seems to be this one down here, because it should be a little bit out of the range of US forces. So let's take a short while over here to see whether, you know what, I think we can actually ask the Kidobutai, where are you stationed? You're stationed at Kwajalein. I would like you to be stationed in Honolulu itself, so do come over here please, and I think that's a very good idea. The fall of Pearl Harbor. Japanese forces have stormed and taken Honolulu, the largest city on the Hawaiian island of Oahu. The naval base at Pearl Harbor, former headquarters of the US Pacific Fleet, has also fallen. According to witnesses, beleaguered American sailors and Marines retreated to Fort Island, where they continued to offer stubborn resistance until they were subjected to an intense artillery and aerial bombardment. With this island under its control, the long reach of the Imperial Japanese Navy has become greater still for the Emperor. For the Emperor indeed, so we have captured this island. We should see this force come out of here very soon, and hopefully be engaged with some of our forces on the other hand, so that would be great. We also do have the fast attack. Is that it? Yeah, so I think you're trying to engage with this carrier fleet. So, range focus done. We are going to go into strategic bomber effort and hopefully going to go to jet planes at some point in the future. Strategic bombers are not something that we do want to get right away, but I think it would be nice if we could get some of that. Good. So now that we have captured them, let's look at our naval forces, and I think what I would like to do is actually get these forces, so our destroyer forces. I don't think you're currently up. Oh no, you are operating up there, and you guys are operating down here. So you know what? Let's drop that. We haven't seen enemy submarine activities in a little while, so I think it would be okay if you guys were actually to go ahead and patrol in French Polynesia in these three areas basically, and that should give us a nice starting point for our attack. And then what we can do is actually ask our next fleet, the first heavy scout force. Ooh, you just are not in range of this up here. That's unfortunate, I would think. You have even less range. Is it because of our light destroyers? It probably is, like cruisers. So that's an issue. Okay, what I can ask you to do is actually go ahead and do naval invasion support down here, I think. Capture this island, see whether that does extend our range sufficiently to go for that area. Yeah, I think that's okay. You're now on strike force, but I actually like you to be on naval invasion. And that's alright, and then what we can do, I know some of you guys are suffering from attrition, but what we can do is actually ask you guys to start with this attack as soon as possible. And we should probably also ask like our cruiser group to be... You're currently cruising over here. Let's get rid of that region. could. Can you actually get over here? You cannot. You could over here. Okay. You'll be patrolling down here. And likewise our torpedo boats. You can't cover any of that area. But what you can cover is the region down here. So let's cover the southeastern Africa region. Get rid of Hawaiian Ridge. And that's fine. Good. Okay, so we've won down there. Apparently we won up here as well, so that's lovely to see. Onto Island. And just very briefly, I'm going to grab one of you guys and gonna assign you to guard this area. Fine. There we go. Good. Shall we go for the next islands though? I don't think that's very wise, so let's actually take these Marines and tentatively let's bring them down here towards our new island in the South Pacific. And that should be okay. We are still suffering from insufficient resources. Okay, because German Reich isn't delivering them. And that's unfortunate. Okay. Can we get into a battle with this carrier? Maybe without destroyers? We are indeed. But I think they were able to withdraw. We've also damaged quite a couple of convoys. That's interesting. Okay, good. All in all, pretty happy about the result up over here though. Insufficient resource, steel, convoy raiding, that's fine. Really? What convoys do the Americans run through this area, I wonder? Okay, we'll see. This invasion down here will proceed whenever, so actually I think what we can do then is ask for these naval invasions to go ahead. They are ready. We just don't know whether they'll be successful. We do have an army over here stationed. There we go, just some boys. Why is it marked as capital? Because maybe some destroyers were involved? I don't know. Doesn't matter too much. Again, just convoys. Down here you aren't striking yet. We've spotted some navies. Ooh, including potentially some capital ships down here in the southeastern Pacific. So on our way to what, Tahiti? What's this? Pitcairn Island. Interesting. We have spotted them, but we haven't engaged them yet, so we will need to be mindful of that. Where do we have resistance occupation? Xanxi. Interesting. Yes, of course, well we would. It's a little bit interesting that Manchuria, on the other hand, is not going ahead with its normal strike, normal patterns of national focuses, because they seem to be doing nothing at all air production, whereas they really should go for national cooperation government, because that would give them claims on all of China. They're not doing that, so that's alright. So we've just finished an air thingy, and it wouldn't take to do this, but you know what, all in all we have neglected our anti-tank research for way too long, and the Americans are of course a very tank focused nation. So hopefully we might be able to take on their tanks by focusing a little bit more on our anti-tank mission profile. Yugoslavia claims Macedonia. That's an interesting time to do that, my friend. I thought you were part of the Axis. You are. Let's keep an eye on this fleet down here. It's only going to be 2 capital ships, but so far, well, and our Marines are, our Marine group is starting to engage over there, so that's going to be interesting. Some of our forces are meeting up down there. That's immaterial. Quite a lot of fleets down here in the Gulf of Guinea. Well, on the other hand, they must be resupplying all of these guys, so yeah, I think that's actually pretty good hunting grounds. Over here we seem to be landing unopposed, so that's extremely interesting to us. And that does mean that our, I believe... Oh, you shouldn't actually train. I think your training should be done as well. Okay, so what was it? The 3rd Army? Yeah. So you gentlemen have just won a trip to South Africa and an immediate attack plan. It's going to involve half the country. Not quite the ocean though. There we go. Fine. And you know what? You can try to dash to Pretoria anyway. Good. Good landing down here so far. Now let's actually take one of you to do a little bit different plan. Just fan out a little bit. Good. Good stuff. Oh, I think we have lost our casus belli on Panama, haven't we? Yeah. So we need to justify another war goal. It's gonna be fine. Doesn't take too long. Good. And we are attacking Pitcairn Island. So that's lovely. We should see our reinforcements coming in here soon. By the way, have you got your fighters? You have, but you were a little bit stupid. You are cocky. Okay. Does it make sense now? Yeah, that does make a lot more sense. So I did go ahead and train up a couple of air groups because I wasn't quite aware that you could do that. But I did train them up at home so that they are a little bit better, not very much, but still enough for us, I think, to make a small difference. A small difference. Good. Heretic questions the motives of Panama. Yes, Panama is a very belligerent nation compared to Japan. Of course, it's known. So another unopposed landing down here. Lovely. We could either go for Cape Town itself and its 10 victory points, or the airbase. Let's go for... So, Pretoria, not quite in our reach. But maybe this airfield up here, and that would be great. Insufficient resources, yes, just, well, go ahead, buy more then. One of the reasons we are going for South Africa is that it is very rich in materials as well. Is our third army coming over? Yes, you are, so that's lovely. Good, good, good. Hopefully we'll be making some progress there. Aleutian Islands. Yeah, well, you'll be fine, you'll be fine. Let's take a look at Pitcairn. You are attacking, and you've just finished your attack, so that's very good timing. And very lovely indeed. So what I would like to know now is, first, you can attack from here towards the United Kingdom down there. Firstly, and secondly, and maybe a little bit more importantly, can our navy appear? Yes, you can. You can cover this zone and this zone, so that's lovely. Let's withdraw from this zone. You're patrolling over here, you will be patrolling over there. That's the first cruiser group. You cannot go over there, so that's alright. These are just the destroyers, I believe. Yes, they're just the destroyers. Destroyers. So destroyers are covering sort of this area. And then our more important groups are going to cover the approach to Panama itself. So that should be pretty good. Can I attack you yet? I think I cannot. Okay, so we're just going to have to wait a couple of days. Let's spend them reading about sunk convoys, because that should make us happy. And having a look at things down here in South Africa, where evidently we'll not be able to take their capital easily. But at least we are making some progress. Another Turkish division down there. But that has exhausted itself against us, so that's good to see. Let's go ahead with our marines and try to cut them off. At least we are making some progress against Cape Town. Justification is finished, so yeah, let's go ahead, let's declare war on Panama. There we go. Declare war, conquer. Conquer is fine. Call in allies, because why not? We're going to join their allies anyway. What's this? You can invite a faction. Venezuela. I can invite you to my faction. And you would join. Yes! Yes! Definitely. Let's go. Let's bring Venezuela in and deny them at the very least to the Axis as well. And that is actually my bigger concern at that point, because, you know, everyone else can see the writing on the wall. Don't know why they're joining the co-Asian prosperity sphere, but I won't mind. Okay, that should actually also extend our naval reach over here dramatically. Are you actually setting sail? You are. Very lovely. Good stuff. I like to see that. Good. More naval battles over here. Just convoys though. You are reaching into there. Can you afterwards just maybe go for the airfield after all? And speaking of airfields, let's take a look at the strategic air map mode. And get our tactical bombers towards down here on a strike pattern. It's going to be a little bit crowded in this airfield, but I think we're going to be alright. Soon we should also see our new guys arriving. We are spread a little bit thin over here. Where's our army, basically? Come on, guys, where are you? Third army. About halfway there. Might invite disaster. It really might. How can the supply situation here be so bad? You have naval bases in all of these ports. I don't really like that. Okay, let's go ahead and build another port over here just because to get rid of that sign. All the other buildings that we do are, I think, a good idea still, so that's fine. How do we look on the first scout force? You have detached quite a couple of things that are currently refitting. But all in all, you're fine. 18 screening ships against 6 capital ships. I think a good ratio. It's not an ideal ratio, but it's a good enough ratio for us right now. Generally, you should be aiming for a 4-to-1 ratio, and that is 3-to-1. So not the end of the world bad, but still. You guys are all on the Pacific, on the Hawaiian Islands, I think. We can't get you down here in time, though. There's no way for that. Okay, let's withdraw. Ooh, and we do have free military factories. Free military factories, of course, we're going to use them to refurbish or upgrade some of our things. So, 20, that's going to be what? 25, 8, 40 days? It's going to be much longer. So let's build more guns. Let's buy more steel. Because we need to. Okay, things down here are... Are you suffering from probably heat or something? Right. Well, we really do need these guys. And I think what we can do is ask about 5 of you to actually drop a front down here, where you'll also be asked to, come on, do an attack. Will you be traveling directly down the... Ugh, you're not doing what I want you to do at all. Come on, come down here. Okay, pause, hold, come down here. Thank you. Of course that makes more sense. Come on, boys. We are being pushed back over here quite dramatically, actually, so you need to reinforce this area and reinforce the landing zone. We might fall very badly on our face over here. I was in much too much haste over here to do this really properly. Let's keep an eye on the situation in Panama, though. You're still traveling, are you? Yeah, you are. Three Marines, I think, should hopefully be enough. I don't think Panama does have too much of an army. Yeah, so the question really is, will you guys be getting here before any of our troops get there? I think we might be in luck. Come on, come on, come on. Reinforce. Oh, you didn't even attack over there. You went somewhere else. Okay, fine. Good stuff. So our guys now have landed, and that should spell certain doom for them. And we actually have the other airfield over here, which is very nice. So we can think about transferring an air group there. Do we have some? 400, 400. Do we have an air group of 200? Maybe, somewhere. 400. 200. 200 fighters. I think that's good. Let's bring it down here. over South Africa on an S priority mission. Good. Alright. So you guys are getting to new positions. Lovely. Excavation 4. Excellent stuff for us. Decisions available. We can definitely... We should... No more steel. Has full control of Mindao. Of course. Really? The Allies did keep an island down here. Are you kidding me? And that island is not connected? Are you telling me I can't order you? Cannot control... Come on! Okay, never mind. Alright. Let's find someone. Okay. Someone is... Are you anywhere here anyway? Okay. Well, you know, if you are here, do go ahead and do this mission. Will I get you off that island? Or can you maybe walk from over here? You cannot. Okay, that's gonna be interesting. Let's see whether that does trigger some weirdness of the game. Okay, 3 dockyards. We are refurbishing quite a couple of things, but apparently that's not enough. So let's do go ahead and construct some new things, and that does again mean that we are out of... We don't need bauxite, so no aluminium. We could actually do war bonds or something. Consumer goods factories. Women in the workforce, stability reduction, but recruitable population goes up. Stability is actually okay, so we might think about doing that. Ooh, I should also very definitely go ahead and institute indiscriminate conscription. It's going to increase our recruitable population by quite a bit. It's going to reduce our dockyard output, that's fine. And it's going to increase our factory output, so yeah, there we go, let's do that. And we could train them up. For what? 60 political power? Nah, it doesn't matter. Of the render terms to China. Well, okay, that's fine. Some unread naval results over here, which I still don't think are material. Research slot. For the excavation, that's okay, but I just think we should focus on infantry equipment now for a little while. Just making sure that we do get enough stuff. Good, okay. Right. Insufficient resources. Is that truly true? Yeah, seems to be true. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay. And you know what, my friends, you can attack. Whenever you feel like it. In particular, Pretoria would be a very nice target. Speaking of, they don't seem to have too much there. And if we were to get that, I think South Africa would capitulate towards us. And that would actually be very, very good for us. Construction, we had quite a bit of construction of a lot of things, including some oil, which honestly, at this point, we have so much oil that we really don't need this. Quite a bit of radar installations too. You're building that up. Still don't have enough steel to be really building all of these things. Hakazi, you're torpedo groups, aren't you? 7 to 10? That's actually not a very good ratio, but... Okay, let's... 1, 2, 3, 4. Upgrade 4 of you guys. Yeah, there we go. So that should deal with the 3 dockyards very soon. As soon as these guys do get back to port, basically. You are attacking up there. You're attacking a little bit down there. That seems a little bit stupid. But all in all, I think we are fine over there. South Africa has capitulated. There we go, and it has actually capitulated towards us. Very, very lovely. Some Turkish divisions up over here. Good. Nothing too major though. Bechualand. Quite a bit of chromium. Interestingly enough. So let's have a look at what we do want to get down here. So I think we definitely want to get a radar station on the Cape to cover all of this area, and we should definitely be building up the airbase down here at least by 3 orders, so that we do have a little bit better capabilities on down there. Other than that though, let's get a look at the resources. 18 resources, that's in transversal because probably also your infrastructure is quite a bit damaged. Yes, so let's actually repair that too, and repair it quickly. Should give us a little bit of things. You can see we're also building up radar installations in Tehran, so over here, and in Mongolia, so that we are covering a little bit of the inwards territory. At some point, I think that would be actually very good for us. I think that's actually a little bit more. No, like that should be fine. And ooh, you know what? On Pearl Harbor, of course, we should definitely be building up a giant radar installation for ourselves, and that does certainly have priority. Good. That being said, let's look at the garrisons. Yeah, you are out of supply down there. And on the naval side, I think what we very well might ask you to do is attack over here. But we don't have the game does not consider us to have enough power over here. So what we are going to do is actually pull back this anti-submarine warfare group. Yeah, go up here. You don't really need to be there, so no. And yes, please. And then we can do that naval attack and finally get some more steel. And that should be lovely. Good. Other than that, our group has converged towards Panama. That's good to see. And then the next step will obviously be to attack down there. Over here we don't actually need to watch this pattern anymore. I think South Africa is fine. And actually for our submarines as well, we don't really need to watch down here. But I do think we can go right until the covered plain and do some lucky hunting over here. We don't actually have a border with the enemy, except for these 2 British provinces, which we are going to capture, of course. But other than that, it's fine. Else, we should look at maybe capturing this island up there. So let's actually grab our marines and ask them to be part of this potential attack. Good. You guys have actually lost quite a bit, so you need to train up. That being said, I think we will be fine, and we will be starting to prepare our invasion of the United States. We do look at conducting a bit of research here with the engineering companies, with the light machine guns, and most importantly with the anti-tank guns before we are going to do that. But you know what? I think that's going to have to wait until next time. I very much enjoyed this episode. And I do very much look forward to attacking over here. By the way, you guys should be attacking into this territory. Interesting situation. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I see you guys next time. Bye bye.